Midnight sudden flood release in Beijing, Zhuozhou, Hebei submerged, unable to evacuate in time, heavy casualties reported. China's surprise move in the match against South Korea, Team dons Chinese zombie outfits, applauded for showcasing Chinese style. Traditional Chinese medicine prices in China are out of control, with certain varieties soaring by 900%. The CCP's rocket army has 2 new senior leaders, but their backgrounds raise questions. It's all covered in today's China Truths. Midnight sudden flood release in Beijing, Zhuozhou, Hebei submerged, unable to evacuate in time, heavy casualties reported. Due to the continuous heavy rainfall lasting for several days in Beijing, the Chinese authorities have made the decision to safeguard the key city by releasing floodwater into nearby regions. On August 1st, the Beijing authorities unexpectedly released floodwaters into Hebei, resulting in tragic losses of life and damage in places like Zhuozhou, a county-level city with 1,255,000 inhabitants in Hebei. Countless videos filmed across the city depict the relentless, brown torrent engulfing village after village, some houses having only their roofs above the water and claiming innocent lives, leaving everyone both shocked and deeply saddened. Numerous residents desperately sought help online, voicing their accusations against Beijing for releasing floodwater in the dead of night without any warning. Consequently, a significant number of people were unable to evacuate in time and are currently stranded in the floodwaters, their fate hanging in uncertainty. A member of a civilian rescue team in Zhuozhou urgently sought emergency assistance from the local government, or maybe someone knows the government's contact information. Please tell me, so I can call them. As of August 1st, the calamitous rainfall has affected a staggering 540,000 individuals residing in 87 counties and districts in Hebei province, resulting in a death toll of 9 people, 4 in Baoding and 5 in Xingtai, and 6 missing individuals, 2 in Baoding and 4 in Xingtai. The actual number of casualties is believed to be much higher than that. Currently, the extent of the economic losses caused by the disaster is currently being assessed. Apart from Zhuozhou, other areas in Hebei are also facing grim situations. In Shijiazhuang, a person was electrocuted to death while walking in the flooded streets. In Handan and Xingtai, multiple river embankments breached, resulting in numerous villages being submerged. In parts of Zhuozhou City, roads have turned into waterways. In contrast to the unexpected flood discharge in Hebei, the East Yan flood storage area in Tianjin notified nearby residents before the release. However, evacuees were only allowed to bring essential belongings. Many netizens shared videos expressing their concern for the mature crops and large numbers of poultry and livestock that are about to be engulfed by the floodwaters. Currently, Beijing, which discharged a large amount of floodwater into Hebei and Tianjin, is still experiencing heavy rainfall. On August 1st, numerous roads are still inundated with water. The aftermath of the receding floodwaters was nothing short of horrifying, and the true death toll remains unknown. According to the state-run Chinese media, Xinhua news agency, Xi Jinping had acknowledged that the heavy rains have resulted in significant casualties in Beijing, Hebei, and other areas. On the same day, the Beijing Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters reported that from July 29 to 6 a.m. on August 1st, 11 people have been reported dead in Beijing. Among them, 4 were from Mintugu District, 4 from Chongping District, 2 from Fangshan District, and 1 from Haidian District. 2 of the deceased were on duty when the incident occurred. Additionally, 27 people are reported missing, but later Beijing Municipal Emergency Management Bureau announced that they have made contact with 14 of the missing individuals, confirming their safety. Multiple bodies of drowning victims were found on the streets of Beijing. Social media is filled with messages from people seeking information about missing family members. Many netizens are voicing their concerns and drawing parallels between this major flood in Beijing and the one that occurred in Zhuozhou. They are raising doubts about whether the Beijing government is hiding the actual number of casualties. China's surprise move in the match against South Korea, Team dons Chinese zombie outfits, applauded for showcasing Chinese style. Recently, during the 2023 World Taekwondo Championships held in South Korea, the entire audience was taken aback when the host announced the Chinese team's appearance. It was not because of the team's beauty, but rather because all the Chinese team members appeared in Qing Dynasty zombie costumes. Throughout the performance, the Chinese team showcased their Chinese style through the Qing Dynasty zombie dance, leading many Korean spectators present at the event to burst into meaningful laughter. What's even more absurd is that domestic media interpreted the Korean audience's laughter as praise and boasted that the Chinese team's stunning appearance in Qing Dynasty zombie style left the entire audience amazed and completely won over by the Chinese team's impeccable image. However, Chinese netizens expressed their anger. This is just ridiculous. Are they really promoting Chinese style? It feels like they are shamelessly mocking our own culture. Which sane Chinese person would come up with such a thing? A search on Voice of Hope revealed an article on the mainland website NetEase, mentioning that at the 2023 World Taekwondo Championships, the Chinese team's Chinese-style performance left the Korean hosts in awe. Netizens commented that, after all these years, it was the first time they felt moved to tears watching a zombie dance. It was truly touching. However, when clicking on the article link, it showed content does not exist or has been deleted. Traditional Chinese medicine prices in China are out of control, with certain varieties soaring by 900%. In recent years, the sales of Chinese herbal medicines were expected to decline during hotter weather conditions. However, a notable deviation from this trend has been observed since June of the present year. Prices of Chinese herbal medicines have experienced significant fluctuations, with more than 200 varieties of conventional Chinese medicines in China witnessing an annual increase of over 50% and 100 varieties experiencing a surge of over 100%. Particularly, 25 commonly used bulk medicinal materials have shown an annual growth rate surpassing 200%, with individual medicinal materials like jagukeo even displaying an astonishing growth rate ranging from 400% to 900%. Citing data from the Chinese Medicinal Materials Tiandi website, it is evident that over the past 3 years, from January 1, 2020, to December 1, 2022, various traditional Chinese medicinal materials such as Shiwanzi, Keel, Guanphilodendron, and Swanzurin have experienced a doubling in prices. Zhao Haiban, the Deputy Secretary General of the Planting and Breeding Committee of the China Association of Traditional Chinese Medicine and Chief Analyst of the Shongkong Technology Chinese Medicine Big Data Center, has highlighted that in previous years, June was traditionally considered an off-season for the Chinese herbal medicine market due to the prevailing hot and rainy weather, high storage and transportation costs, and reduced purchases by drug dealers and enterprises. However, the present year has seen a notable increase in both the number and diversity of Chinese herbal medicines, along with an accelerated upward trend in their prices. Zhao Haiban points out that the drastic price hikes of core raw materials used in national basic medicinal products, such as antler cream, angelica, and natural bezoar, signal a concerning situation where the Chinese medicinal material market is on the verge of losing control, posing a serious threat to the national strategic security of traditional Chinese medicine and the stability of the medical insurance system. According to Zhao Haiban's analysis, the underlying cause of the price surge lies in the inequitable distribution of profits within the Chinese medicinal material industry chain and the indiscriminate production of various Chinese herbal medicines. A well-informed industry insider in the Chinese medicinal materials sector informed China News Weekly that inflation has consistently accompanied every round of price increases in Chinese medicinal materials over the past 3 decades. Inflation has led to a scenario where domestic capital faces limited investment opportunities, consequently sparking the transformation of Chinese medicinal materials into hyped financial products. The situation is further exacerbated by the inflow of speculative hot money and the hoarding practices of intermediate drug dealers, which perpetuate the upward pressure on the market. Deng Yong, a professor of medical and health law at the Beijing University of Traditional Chinese Medicine, emphasized that over the past 2 years, the cumulative scale of capital invested in the hype of Chinese herbal medicines has reached several hundreds of millions of US dollars, or even higher. The CCP's rocket army has 2 new senior leaders, but their backgrounds raise questions. On the eve of the Chinese Communist Party's Army Day, Xi Jinping announced the appointment of 2 military generals, namely Wang Houbin and Su Shixing. Notably, Wang Houbin, originally from the Navy, has been appointed as the commander of the rocket force. This move has led certain analysts to speculate on Xi Jinping's cautious approach toward selecting trustworthy officers within the rocket force. According to the official media of the CCP, Xinhua News Agency, the promotion ceremony for the rank of general, presided over by the CCP Central Military Commission, took place at the Bai Building in Beijing on July 31. Wang Houbin, aged 62, boasts an extensive career in the Navy. In April 2018, he assumed the roles of Deputy Chief of Staff and Deputy Commander of the Navy. In 2019, he was promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General. On the other hand, Su Shixing, aged 59, has held significant responsibilities in the Air Force system for an extensive period of time. He was promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General in 2018. As per the official reports, Wang Houbin has assumed the position of commander of the Rocket Army, succeeding Liu Chao, while Su Shixing has taken over as the political commissar, replacing Su Zhongbo. The current whereabouts of Liu Chao and Su Zhongbo have not been officially reported by CCP officials. According to a report by the Financial Times, analysts have posited that Xi Jinping's decision to appoint 2 generals from other military branches to lead the rocket force indicates his intention to sever any ties of loyalty or corruption stemming from the previous leadership. Yao Cheng, a former lieutenant colonel staff officer of the CCP Navy Command, contends that the position of political commissar holds less significance compared to the crucial role of selecting a qualified commander from among the personnel within the Rocket Army. Identifying suitable individuals for this position should not be overly challenging, given the substantial pool of talent comprising 9 bases, 40 brigades, and numerous generals. This situation indicates a diminished level of trust that Xi Jinping places in the Rocket Army as a whole. The Rocket Army, previously known as the 2nd Artillery Force, is a strategically vital service within the Chinese military, responsible for managing an array of missiles encompassing short-range, medium-range, long-range, and intercontinental capabilities, capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads. It stands as the most proficient branch within the Army. However, the Rocket Army has recently become embroiled in a significant corruption scandal involving several high-ranking officials and their alleged involvement in the disclosure of sensitive information. Since March, the Rocket Force has witnessed the dismissal of 3 commanders, 2 deputy commanders, and several division-level officers. In light of Xi Jinping's recent transfer of chief officers from other military services to the Rocket Army, a deep sense of suspicion seems to surround this branch, potentially leading to further purges. The next target for such purges could be the Military Commission's Equipment Development Department or the rumored Strategic Support Force, as signs of unrest within these units may surface in the near future. Historically, the CCP has been known for employing politically motivated purges, which have sometimes resulted in tragic outcomes, including suicides or the deaths of individuals under suspicion. On July 4, Wu Guohua, the former deputy commander of the CCP Rocket Army, passed away in Beijing at the age of 66, but the official obituary was issued 21 days after his demise. While officials stated that he died due to illness, Zhang Xiaoyang, Wu's former colleague and the eldest son of Zhang Jin, a veteran of the CCP, posted in his social circle that Wu Guohua had committed suicide. Speculation has arisen regarding the potential connection between Wu Guohua's demise and the alleged involvement of Liu Chao and other high-ranking Rocket Force officials in corruption and the leakage of confidential information. On June 29, Yao Cheng made revelations on Twitter, asserting that Liu Chao, the commander of the Rocket Force, had been taken into custody, a situation potentially linked to compromising Chinese military intelligence. Notably, Liu Chao's son is studying in the United States, raising concerns about the potential exposure of CCP's military intelligence. Yao Cheng also highlighted that after the 20th National Congress of the CCP in October of the previous year, the U.S. Air Force University published a comprehensive 255-page document containing detailed information about the Rocket Force. An unnamed source disclosed that this wave of investigations commenced after Wei Fenghe's departure as the CCP's defense minister in March of this year. Wei Fenghe was not only the first commander of the rocket force but also the first defense minister originating from the rocket force. Over the past 10 days, Xi Jinping has addressed the issue of military anti-corruption within the Chinese Communist Party on 3 occasions. During 2 high-level meetings held in Beijing this month, Xi emphasized to top military officials the imperative to address the prominent issues present in party organizations at all levels, ensuring the steadfast implementation of the party's absolute leadership over the military. On July 26, the Equipment Development Department of the CCP Military Commission issued an announcement, initiating an investigation into potential procurement violations that have occurred since October 2017. The Financial Times has reported on what appears to be the most extensive purge of high-ranking Chinese military officials in the past decade. This recent development represents the largest leadership reshuffle within the CCP's military since 2014, when Su Kai-ho and Guo Buxiong, former vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, faced corruption allegations. Don't forget to comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.